The CELLGUARD system was developed to provide users of battery-based backup power supplies with an effective means of early detection and warning of battery degradation and failure. The system measures the key battery and system parameters of conductance, temperature, voltage, intercell connection integrity, and discharge current, and provides alarms should any of these measurements be in conflict with specified system requirements. At the heart of the system is the individual battery sensor, a precision electronic device connected to each battery block in the system to accurately capture these key measurements. This short video will demonstrate the proper procedure for installing the hardware for the CELLGUARD sensor. When working with any power system, personal safety is of the utmost importance. Become familiar with site safety regulations and follow them exactly. In general, these safety requirements must also be followed. The battery system must be offline, disconnected from the battery charger or rectifier before beginning any work. This may require opening the battery disconnect breaker. Also, when possible, the battery string should be broken to lower DC voltage levels. This can be done by opening shelf-to-shelf or tier-to-tier connections. When working with an electrical system, work should be performed in teams of at least 2 for safety. Approved safety glasses should be worn at all times. All jewelry should be removed prior to beginning work to avoid the possibility of contact to a live circuit. Insulated gloves and insulated mats are recommended. Batteries are extremely heavy. Steel-toed boots are recommended, and extreme caution must be used when removing or lifting batteries. Any tools to be used must be insulated. Specialized tools are available for battery work. A visual inspection of the batteries and system should be performed prior to work to ensure that no problems that could create a dangerous situation are present. As mentioned, only insulated tools designed for battery work should be used. To install the sensor hardware, the following tools will be needed. An insulated ratchet with the proper size socket for hardware removal. A torque wrench for completion of the tightening of the hardware. Batteries have very specific torque specifications for connections. Do not attempt to tighten hardware without a torque wrench set to the specified torque. It will damage the battery. A voltmeter with probes. An approved battery lift or stand for systems that enclose batteries in cabinets. Again, batteries are extremely heavy and caution must be used. Prior to beginning, it is a good idea to perform a battery test with a portable analyzer. Doing so will ensure that the CELLGUARD system is installed on batteries that are in good operating condition. An analyzer like the Midtronics Celtron Ultra is an excellent choice for this pre-installation test. Once you have access to the battery terminals and have removed the hardware, you are ready to install the CELLGUARD sensor hardware. We will be demonstrating the installation of a 12-volt sensor. Review the string series configuration and determine which is battery number 1 in the series. Battery number 1 is the most positive battery in the string and is where the positive cables from the charger or rectifier are connected to the battery string. There are 1/4-inch ring terminals with tabs that must be installed that are the means of connection of the sensor to the battery. These terminals should be first on the strap or plate connection, followed by a flat washer and then a split or lock washer, and completed with the bolt. For the first battery in the string, 2 ring terminals are needed on both the positive and negative terminals for a total of 4. On the subsequent batteries in the string, only 1 ring terminal is needed on the positive terminal, and 2 ring terminals are needed on the negative terminal. For the final battery, only one ring terminal is needed on both the positive and negative terminals as well. There are some exceptions to this. Anytime one of the sensor cables cannot reach across the intercell connection, then two ring terminals must be installed on the positive terminal of that battery, as you did with battery number 1. This is especially true for shelf-to-shelf or tier-to-tier connections. Once the hardware is connected, hand tighten the bolt connection. Complete this using the torque wrench set at the proper torque specification included by the battery manufacturer for that model. Now you are ready to connect the sensor wiring harness. Connect the red wire to one of the ring terminals and orange wires to the other ring terminal on the positive terminal of battery number 1. Connect the blue and black wires to one of the ring terminals on the negative terminal of battery number 1. For the next battery in the series, battery number 2, connect the orange wires from the harness to one of the ring terminals on the negative terminal of battery number 1. Connect the red wire to the positive terminal of battery number 2. Connect the blue and black wires with the temperature sensor assembly to the negative terminal of battery number 2. Continue this sequence for the remaining batteries in the string. The orange wires from the harness are used to power the sensor and to measure the strap and/or connection resistance. These wires are connected to the battery more positive in the series string configuration. Whenever the orange wires connect, make the reach to the battery more positive, then these wires must be connected to the positive terminal of the battery you are working on. Do not alter the sensor battery cable by splicing in more wire to extend the length of the cable. This will affect the measurements and void the warranty of the CELLGUARD system. Visually validate that the red-colored wire is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, and the black and blue wires to the negative terminal. Additionally, the orange wire should be connected to the negative terminal of the previous battery in the series. Further validation can be completed by inserting the probes of a voltmeter into the corresponding terminals within the white connector on the harness, and check for proper voltage and polarity. You have completed the wiring harness installation for the CELLGUARD system. It's important that you do not connect the sensors at this time. This process will come at a later time during the CELLGUARD commissioning process. If you have any questions not covered by this video, feel free to contact Midtronics customer support. 1-800-776-1995.